Friends, welcome back. It is another episode of BigDenoPlays Aeon Trespass Odyssey. We are on episode 6. We have managed to struggle and strive our way through to day 31. We're currently in the midst of story card 2, and if we are to maintain our current path and trajectory, I would like to be finished this story card by day 40 to allow us 40 days to finish the remaining 2 story cards. Our current positioning has the adversary very close to us, and no doubt we will potentially face him very soon, as I believe we're about to move into a dead end, which is a shame, but we will see what happens. Good situation on the actual Argo itself, with 4 crew now as opposed to the 1 we were struggling with a little while back. Still only 2 out of 5 hull, which I would like to address. We've managed to remove our refugees and only 1 Argo fate, which we're about to increase as we traverse another upstream navigation. Titan situation, very, very good. We have 16 Titans. We've only lost 12 across the whole 30 days. That's 1 every 2 days. Good average. But we're making great progress on our inwards Odyssey, finding out about the Argo itself. And we just have to continue to hope for the best. If we can survive the next few days and find a way we can increase our hull, then we'll be looking reasonably good. So we will head over to the, and as you can see here, our gear situation is significantly better than it was. We have the opportunity to maybe grab a couple of new pieces of equipment. Relief Cestus maybe is on the cards. And yeah, we're starting to get to a point now where we can reliably do some damage to the big body part cards. So we're gonna dive straight into our round summary. As always, we go on to the movement step. We're over here. We're going to spend an Argo fate using our upstream navigation to move down to tile 37. So we will do that. We then mark the timeline. There was one thing we had to do at the end of last adventure, which was draw the next keep to see where the Nietzschean is currently based. So the next location is a Laconius fortress. So that's currently where the Nietzschean is based. Unfortunately, we don't know what that is used for yet, but I do. So we mark the timeline encounter. We have multiple things that we need to do on this card. Slide that up. You can see we have a glory, which we will mark 6, and that will trigger to win the war. When we have 6 or more progress tokens on this card, flip it to side 2B. So we will do that in the story phase. So I'll put that in front of me. Exploration. We'll now shuffle our cards and resolve our exploration symbols. So we'll start with 3 relief resources. Whoa, if we had 6 dudes, we would have got a Cyclopean tooth. That would have been good. Still, I'll take 3 relief resources. 1, 2, 3. And no adversary movement. And 3 war machine resources. Outstanding. Done and done. The adversary does not move. So we move on to other symbols. We have both a city and a Titan and a hub adventure. So we'll mark the Titan. Again, the Titan situation continuing to be strong. And we will look into our city technologies that we can use during the advancement step And we will mark this as our last visited city on our map. Move down, mark the tile with the last visited city. It's good that we're going to be able to go back and forth between these two locations and get another city. That's pretty good. Get some more city event things. And we now move on to a story event in the expedition step. No acclamations. So which story event do we do? 7. And 7 is, hopefully one we're going to finish off, intended purpose. It is. Oh, yeah. The Omega, intended purpose. Heritage that knew no mercy. Heritage, delightful. I need to mark that. A night to remember, good. Over here to Fisher. No heritage for you. Already finished. Heritage, cast off, level 2. That's cool. Okay, intended purpose. I love finishing one of these, actually. That's great. We started off with 5 different roles. Intended purpose, that knew no mercy. From among the boulders on the hillside, you gaze down upon the valley below, taking in the sight before you with awe. Ruins sprawl across the vale's floor, ancient edifices that tower above the land. Their outlines are impossible to mistake, the blocky angular design of the Leleges, so poorly imitated by the Nietzschean's regime. A settlement of this size would be something only a historian could only dream of. A city to house what? 1 million souls? This, you have learned, was once the capital of the ancient civilization. The city of Lastrakos, sitting at the foot of a soaring mountain. You see dozens of Spartan warriors moving about, shepherding shackled cyclops towards the excavation sites. In the heart of the city, under the shadow of a hollow citadel, a forest of tents has been erected, while closer to the edge of the ruins, a complex of pens has been built to contain the giant slave workforce. I just remembered I needed to mark an Argo Fade for going upstream. You'll need to be wary. They have the numbers. The E4 Basilius has taken charge of this expedition and excavation and surrounded himself with his most elite troops. They cannot be allowed to escape. All right. Well, we definitely want at least 2 successes here. We are testing cunning or wisdom. We can gain a fate or a danger to add +1. Fine. And, all right, so cunning or wisdom. You have neither of those, Penelope, and it's a 9+. So we'll make you a 7+ by adding 1 of each of those. And if you fail, you gain a danger. That's a 1. Do we want to re-roll? I don't think so. No, we'll take a danger. So Fisher, she has 2 cunning, so she starts on a 7. We'll give her a danger for a 6, and then we'll roll 6+ with a re-roll. That's a 9, so we succeed there. And here we have nothing, so we'll go 1 and 1 and looking for a 7. Oh, was a success there. I think I'm going to re-roll that for Telebarkus. What, do you have any buffs? You got 1 wisdom. All right, I'm going to re-roll and try and get a 7. Come on, Dano. Oh, I was about to kick over to a glory. No, that's a fail, so gain a danger. Here, 1 and 1 with a wisdom. 9 goes down to 6 with a re-roll. Glory. Glory, glory. 2 successes. Even the towering titans in tow, you still manage to remain unseen, delving deep into the ancient city. Confidence swells within you. 1 Argonaut may reset rage, irrelevant, and gain the roused condition card. Good. We'll give that to you. Regardless of the result, C0058. Approaching a market square, you spot a tall figure clad in distinctive Spartiates command armor. His confident authority is unmistakable. This is the commander of the camp, Ephor Basilios. You draw close enough to eavesdrop as he listens to a subordinate's report. The work continues apace, my lord. The excavation machina works as intended, and the supplies of ambrosia from the umbral fields are plentiful. And the Nietzsche's pet? Still resisting, but it will break in time. We will soon have access to the secrets of the Forge Priest Temple soon. Perhaps it will be more pliable with some added coercion. Begin executing slaves until it cooperates. So we have a choice. We can prioritize the slave pens and freeing the Cyclops and gain diplomacy with the Cyclops. Or we can prioritize sabotaging the works. Neither of these sound good. We lose a humanity. We've pretty much gone -1 humanity on every instance here. But I'm getting to a point where I really want to start building some diplomacy and get to friendly. If it was Helots, I'd probably take it, but I think we're going to sabotage the works. -1 humanity. 0015. Pressing deeper into the city, you come across what must have been the seat of its rulers. Only vestiges of the citadel now remain, an empty carcass the Spartans have taken up residence in. An enormous machina looms over it, a gaping maw at one end full of iron teeth designed to grind up rock and earth. Close by, a convoy of wagons is being loaded with pilfered artifacts. The convoy is where you begin your attack. Your titans overturn some of the wagons, creating defensive barriers around you. Smashing open some of the crates, you reveal not only Alelegi's artifacts, but components harvested from a primordial as well. You are curious about why the Ephor would need this, but have no time to think on it further. The Spartans begin their counterattack. We gain 2 chimeric tar resources. Good. And each Argonaut tests endurance or fury. Gain 1 rage to add +1 to your roll. All right. We will add 1 rage for Penelope, and we're testing endurance or fury. So she is +2 fury. So this is a 9, goes down to 7, goes down to 6. And if you fail, you gain a rage. Yeah, okay. Cool. So 6. That is a 3. We will spend a reroll on that. Successes would be good. 7 is a success. Excellent. Fisher has 1 endurance, so this is an 8 test, which we'll take down to a 7, and we have a reroll available, so that's a 9. We'll take that. So that's 2 successes. Ooh. We don't really want any more successes, actually. Gain a rage on a 7. It's a 7. Gain a rage. I want the rage for the battle that we're going to fight. Gain a 7. She's got +1 inch, +2 fury. We passed all of them. We gain a Titan. I would have preferred gaining 4 War Machine resources, which is 2 to 3 successes. Oh well, we'll take a Titan. Titans. You never know, we could lose more. Regardless of the result, C0021. The enemy ranks falter. You are the more unified, lethal force. The Spartans soon descend into full rout, their E4 among them. Their pursuit takes you towards the base of a mountain looming over the city. As you draw close, you see it, a temple carved into the rock itself, its door shattered. Led by the E4, the Spartans flee into the dark interior, and you follow. Within, you find titanic vaulted chambers lined with intricately carved pillars. Immense carvings decorate the walls, inlaid with precious metals that depict towering warriors clad in gleaming armour, the Leleges. If P4 is marked, which it is, the scarred veteran speaks. The scarred veteran, wielding his bronze-tipped spear and broad-hide shield and already drenched in the blood of fallen enemies, bellows a war cry. He rushes past you, eager to clash with the Spartans, and you see some of your warriors swept up into a frenzy. You feel the stirrings of adrenaline in your own heart in response, the heat of battle warming your muscles. Party leader gains +2 rage and 1 fury. Olympia, get in. Otherwise, C19. The Spartans are already depleted and they have nowhere left to run. Eventually, with no other option left, they turn and fight. It was inevitable that the clash would be bloody. What surprises you is how swiftly it is over. In moments, you are left standing over a field of enemy dead. Your own loss is surprisingly light. The fury of the initial assault did more damage than you realise. Your celebration is soured a little when you realise the E4 is nowhere to be seen. It seems he escaped during the chaos. Mark K1. Not that one, Deno. Choice matrix. K1. Party leader gains 2 fate, so that was Olympia. 1, 2. And we gain 1 Argo fate. Ooh. C30. In the hush that follows the battle, you hear the low rhythmic clanging coming from deeper in the mountains. You follow the sound down another mural-lined passage. In the carvings, figures clad in gleaming armour and wearing blood-red sashes go to war against an army of figures just like themselves, girdled belts of deepest blue. Cities burn beneath their feet. Prisoners kneel beneath the blade of a towering figure wearing a crown-like helm. As the images continue, the crowned elegies lead smaller and smaller numbers, until at last only he remains. He removes his crowned helm, casting it away, and you can finally see his face. The noble jawline, powerful cheekbones, and a single central eye, a cyclops. As the puzzle pieces fall into place, realization dawns. Or maybe you always knew. The pacifist herders were once the most brutal, expansionist empire of old. You shake your heads. There'll be time for that later. You resume your march and soon emerge into an enormous cavern. Above you, Cyclops supporting the ceiling, upon their shoulders like Atlas holding up the heavens. Deep pits plunge into the earth around a raised dais, molten rock far below. Even here, in this place of reverential awe, you see signs of a bloody past the murals told of. Remnants of a slave-powered machina can be seen against the chamber walls. Shackles hang from columns ringing the dais, places to hang prisoners, perhaps as punishment, perhaps as a warning. As you look at the massive structure, you can feel the ghosts of history lingering here, a tank that sits heavy on the air. If K1 is marked, it is, because we just marked it. C14. Upon the dais, you spy a slumped figure of a cyclops. Chains bind their hulking frame to an enormous anvil, while the metal frame encircles their skull, cruel hooks latching into their empty eye socket. The giant raises their head as they hear you, eyeless socket turning towards you. It's okay, you murmur. We're here to help you. Too late for that. The cyclops points to their side, where a deep wound bleeds profusely. A gift from Basilios, a final punishment for my efforts to inconvenience him. You feel anger rise within you, realizing the F4 fled through this very chamber, determined to rob you of even the small victory of saving this broken prisoner. Each Argonaut gains 1 rage. Well, we're starting the next fight in a good position. Olympia, going ballistic. Those with consumed by rage gain an additional. Oh no. C24. I am Esperos, Hephaestion to my people, the last of my profession, she declares, and only then do you realize this Cyclops is a woman, Hephaestion. The Spartans call us forge priests, but we were so much more. We transcribed our people's history in metal, each fold of iron a narrative, an alloy's balance a promise, a blade's temper a threat. Through our craft, the history of the Leleges was recorded. So you truly were the dreaded empire of legend. Yes, our empire spanned the known world. In the name of Ares and strength and glory, immeasurable atrocities were inflicted on the innocent. The giant's head bows wearily. Without enemies from without, we turned our hatred inwards. To Ares' joy, we slaughtered each other for centuries until the plains ran red. Then we turned heavenward, and the reprisal was unprecedented. But before that happened, the last king of the Leleges, tired of the bloodshed, made the vow of pacifism and led a handful of his followers into the highlands, renouncing empire. You look at the giant anvil where a massive flat blade lies. It is made of an alloy unlike anything you've seen before, an odd pattern running through the metal. Even gazing upon the weapon, you feel pressure pushed down on your mind. The history locked in the blade screams out to you long and bloody. Espros touches the hilt hesitantly. The F4 forced me to forge this, a subjugator blade. The world has not seen this cruel a weapon for an aeon. It's heavy with the immeasurable weight of the sins of the Leleges. Either gain the immeasurable weight card, or Cyclope's diplomacy +2. Immeasurable weight. I'm excited. I haven't had many secret weapons or anything in this one. I'm going to find the card. Immeasurable weight. There it is. Have a look at it. Unique. Knockback 2, break 2, cumbersome. Ignore the lumbering trait so we can knock back anyone. You may reduce socket knockbacks. It's a 3-handed weapon. And you can block. And if our rage is 7, each hit provides 1 instead. Each hit provides 1 black. Question is, do we want that weapon? I mean, 3 blacks is a baller, a ball terror. I wouldn't mind that. Cyclope's diplomacy +2. We'll take the weapon. We'll take the sword. My people remember their vow of pacifism, but they do not remember why they swore it. Now more than ever, they need to remember. Oh, so we have a choice. We can tell the Cyclopes a false narrative of what happened to the Leleges. Give the Cyclopes a true account of their path. If we choose the first one, we gain 2 glory, but we lose a humanity. If we choose the second one, we gain Cyclops diplomacy, but we gain a doom. I'm going to take the glory. And lose a humanity. And mark M1. And hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the future. See, 39. Uh, 39. There it is. You feel a twinge of unease, but you know what you must do. Too many people will perish needlessly if the Cyclops continue to cling to their pacifist ways. A Cyclops civilization more prepared for war will be an immensely valuable asset and may tip the scales in your favour, and you need to stop the Nietzschean at all costs. You already know what lie you will tell, how you will reshape the Leleges account to suit your needs. The one-eyed giants were attacked relentlessly, brought low by their enemies, the gods themselves, and forced into exile. Their nomadic ways were not a choice, but a punishment, and to defy their ancient enemies they need to rise up once more and take up arms. You can only pray the giants will not find out the truth, at least, not until the Nietzschean is defeated. Mark 2 tally marks under the vows section in the boons of the Argo sheet. Where would we track that? Here. Vow. 2. Wonderful. We see 0025. We glance to the shackles that hold Espros in place, the bindings so reminiscent of those of a Cyclonus. Many of the chains are fastened directly into her flesh, designed to inflict pain and enforce obedience. You have neither the time nor knowledge to break these bonds. Go, Argonauts. More Spartans are doubtless on their way. Flee and take what you have learned here with you. You know you cannot linger, but still you hesitate. After what seems like an eternity, you flee the Hephaestion temple. C45. When you return to the Argo, you find the old priest waiting for you, a wise glimmer deep in his eyes. He listens to your tale. His head nods sagely. Tyranny is an alluring snare, difficult to escape, and it always exacts a terrible toll in the end. Beware of falling victim to this fate yourselves, lest in unseating one tyrant, you give rise to another. Gain 1 Argo knowledge, beautiful, and lose 2 Argo fate. That's a nice little turn of events there. Return to the voyage phase. Well, that's going to change up a number of things in terms of our Titan setup. So we've done our encounter step, because there isn't one. Advancement step, we can use some technologies, and then we will do story and Inwards Odyssey. So we are at a city, which means we can use city negotiation. We will use allied intelligence, and we will gain an Argo fate to gain a progress. Easy. We will also consider using refugee relief effort. Yes, this is a Cyclops encampment, so we will gain an Argo fate to lose a refugee. 1, gain a humanity for the first time, and gain a diplomacy with the present faction. And then we can also consider using our other ones. So we don't need to do that. Argo onboarding, no, there is no Daedalus workshop. No, 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 no. We've not on an unexplored tile. Political protection, no. Pursue a problem, no. Recruitment program. That might be worth doing. 7 and a defector. Yep, we're going to do that. So we're going to lose a refugee, spend a defector to do a 7. Argo fate, gain a crew. Has changed it up quite a lot, friends, with crew situations astronomical. Do we have anything else we've missed? We don't have any priests. We didn't want to do that. We've done that. I think we'll definitely make some Titans if we've got plenty of Titans to spend now. So we can make some other Titans. It'd be fun. Awesome. We'll just do our story card. We'll flip this over. Black Nadir. As the giant Argo trudges through the ambrosia-contaminated canals of the Laconian heartland, your allies gather in the bridge Tholos to discuss the operation that will bring the Nietzschean down. You've achieved so much in a short time, you can hardly believe it. You've located the Nietzschean in his Temple of Man Citadel, and you've cut off all possible escape routes. It's time to call on your allies and everyone who opposes the Spartan tyranny and make the final push. The bastard will pay for every innocent drop of blood he spilled. So we do not draw any more fortress cards. The Nietzschean is waiting at the last revealed location. So he is here at Laconius. I'm going to find Laconius. I feel like it's right here. And we're here. So that's relatively close, actually. Pretty good. We'll be able to make our way there, mosey on down. However, when we get there, we need to go with our glory tokens because they represent the force that we're bringing with us. And we want to probably try and get to 15 if we can, a sizable force. We don't want to go in with a ragtag force. We shall see if we can get there. We'll start moving towards that citadel, I think, Laconius. So we'll go across maybe. Yep, we'll think about it. That's it. That's the end of the turn. Story phase done. Oh, we did have a cast off, actually. Cast off. I'm not going to read these. These are just the Nemos cards, cast off. Let's see if there's any benefits or disadvantages from cast off. Ooh. Great. Cool. That's it. We'll go back to the next timeline map and we're going to move up because there's nowhere we can go. We move up. We mark a timeline. We will do our explorations. Two War Machine resources. And our friend comes closer. Gear. And, oh, 3 War Trireme resources. And we do not lose a Titan. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. I thought for sure we were going to fight him. He's been just friendly. He's just watching from behind. No story. Straight over to a advancement step where we can do a combat research. We will select war support equipment. And that opens up a couple of cheeky little things that we can build. Oh, that's a shame. Doesn't like the blue. Anyway, we can build an Iapetus lifesaver. And that is exactly what we want to build. Because the Iapetus lifesaver looks like this. It's a reflex, it's one of the reflex ones. So let's go and look at our gear, see what we can build right now. Alright, so it costs us 5 relief and 10 violent ambrosia to build one of those. What is our resources at? So we could build 2 of those, which would be good. And we can also build an Achillean Hectors, which would be good too. Their war machine. I like that a lot. The control module. Do we want to build a control module? Cannot be involuntary unexhausted. Unexhausted gear card. No, I don't think we do. The only other thing we might want to spend our relief on is the cestus. What does the cestus cost us to build? Eight relief. So we can build that. But actually we probably don't need to anymore because we just picked up that weapon. Alright, so we'll build 2 Iapetus lifesavers. And we will build Achillean Hectors or boost Cathornos. Jump and rush. Yeah, we'll build some Achillean Hectors. I want to build 2 of them. Don't think we need 2 of them at the moment, so we'll build 2 Iapetus lifesavers and an Achillean Hectors. Good. So let's have a look over here at our board now, because we are going to bring out the 3-handed beast that is the Earthbreaker. My favourite Titan. We haven't needed him yet, but we're going to use him now. Earthshaker. Actually, the Earthshaker or the Skyseer would be my favourite. It would be a tough call to decide which one. Who do we replace? Phyloctera keeps dying, so Fisher, you have just been given control of this. Actually, I changed my mind. Penelope, who can unexhaust a gear card, is going to be given the Earthshaker because this weapon is cumbersome. However, we will keep the Skyseer in play. And she can use that ability while knocked down. Coward. Good. Alright. So what that means is all these weapons, we like these weapons for her. Makes her very tanky and doesn't slow her down. So this is one of the interesting things to keep constantly in your head. It's the Titan's abilities also are supported by the Argonaut's abilities. And one of the things I do absolutely get wrong on occasion is misremembering which Titan is controlling which one. When you attack, yes, good. So we don't need that, do we? Trireme breastplate. I think we will give the stone relief armor here. Medusa extract, Ambrose stilts. I probably really don't want this champion to die to Ambrosia, so we'll give him the Medusa extract. Or do we give him the Ambrose stilts because then he can ignore the terrain? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll give you the extract because you can fly over terrain anyway. We'll give you the sword so you can break combos with the sword. You have the belt. You can also have an Iapetus Lifesaver because you can have 3 thanks to the gear card. This Achillean Hector's will replace the Primordial Lure with, I think. The lure's good, but that is it. We don't have a Temenos Scale Shield in play anywhere else. That's okay. That's okay. So, my thought process is the Skyseer will give her the weapon that does -1 speed because it keeps her at speed 6. She can use the Trireme breastplate and the Great Breaker to roll all of those defense dice. We'll give the Earthshaker the Stone Relief armor, which is slightly more defensive oriented, and he will then benefit from unexhausting a gear card, which is extremely cool. Level 3, when you are about to exhaust this card, ignore this exhaust. Outstanding. You can just unexhaust cards non-stop. And Herodotus was roused, will continue to just kick on with his puzzle axe at level 5 now with all of the abilities from the Labyrinth set. And then the Logic Breaker is going to be moving around and tumbling. I don't know that Combo Breaker is necessary because this side never actually breaks the combo. But yeah, we'll make do. Combat done. We've built everything we wanted to build. We'll go back to here. We'll go to 23 on the map. We'll mark a timeline. Oh, we get to add another Dreamwalker too. Giddy up. Did we just hit capacity? No, one more for capacity. And we'll do our exploration. We've already done this rest and relaxation, so we gain no benefit from doing that. Two relief resources. Wonderful. And 1 War Machine resource. Now we get to choose the direction here. So this guy has 2 directions he can travel. We can put him up this way, or we can put him across this way, because they're both equidistant. You can go this way. So we have another timeline event here, which is a structural technology. We will take the structural technology, and I'm not sure which one we were going for. Sluice gate we can't take yet. Counterintelligence maybe? We don't need to, that one removes a sabotage card from the deck, so we don't want to use that yet. Ambrosia Spill, that's an end. Mobile Trade Fleet Dock, Refugee Integration, and Titan Training. Let's go with Refugee Integration. It provides us another save on hull losses, so that might be worthwhile. Timeline's 34, so I feel like we're about 5 spaces away from the board where we have things. Let's just go and have a look at where we have explored on the map. So yeah, we probably want to go across here and explore these ones, because we haven't explored any of this, and we need to go to some unexplored tiles to try and gain some glory. Alternatively, we can go here and try and jank a 7, which we can spend a defector on to turn it into a 4 to gain an extra glory, but we need to get probably a few more than that. So we'll go across, and I know that's going to result in a doom for us, but that's okay. We'll go to 24. He's there. Because there's a temple friend there. A timeline mark. Exploration. Oh. 3 war trireme resources. 1, 2, 3. No movement from the little guy. And 2 fear essence. 1, 2. And he moves to there. And now we will move across to here. Into number 25. No doom, but we do have a Spartan temple. So we can quite comfortably take a crew loss, but we may as well spend an Argo Fate here, because we're about to lose 3 Argo Fate. So I think we'll spend an Argo Fate and make a save using our Argo Security, test Diplomacy on a 7. Do I want to spend a defector and make that a much more likely roll? No, I don't think so. I think we can just hard roll a 7. No. So we gain that, we lose a crew. That's okay. And we move over to combat research. Sorry, we do the acclamation first, but I think we'll go with Cyclonus sighting. So let's do the acclamation timeline. Cards we lose from this deck are 13, 1, 3, 9, 5, 1, 3, 5, 9, and 13. Where was 13? 13. So those all gone. And we now add to the deck 28, 10, 16, 15, and 27. So we're adding 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into this deck. It's going to increase our resource gain even further. And combat research is definitely going to be the I'm just going to check this and make sure I did everything. I didn't do it in the right order. I've already done the acclamation. I'm going to shuffle, and if I get one of the acclamation cards, I'll just draw again. Gain a Titan. Pre-Eschaton Armory. Move the Pursuer. Gain 2 War Machine resources. And Spartan Wreckage, is that one of our ones that we just put in? It is. So we'll just redraw. That's also one of the ones that was just put in. Spy Network, gain a glory. Can't say I'm unhappy about that. And Daedalus Laboratory, gain 3 War Machine resources. That definitely was in there before. 1, 2, 3. How good. Once again, we dodged the Pursuer. All right, acclamation's done. Research combat will definitely take Cyclonus sighting. Opens up some options. Transport trireme. Hephaestion oxabilities is what it opens up for us. I think we may look at the Hephaestion oxabilities one. Oh yeah, that's the Argo charges, that's fun. Metal weapons opens up what? Cyclonus autopsy. Yeah, cool. I think the Chimera Metastasis, we need to fight a level 3 Chimera. So that's got some very, very good weapons in there. And it's got a fire starter. My favourite. My other favourite. I've got 1,000,001 favourites in this game. It's just too easy to have favourites. All right, that's the timeline. We're about to go into a combat encounter. I really hope that we fight the Pursuer before that happens, because I went to all the trouble of setting up the Pursuer table because I thought we were going to fight the guy. So let's hope that happens, shall we? All right, we'll move on to 26. We found a glory and a doom. Boom. Boom. Glory and a doom. No other icons. We'll do our exploration draw. I really want to see two tokens. Give me cackle or something, you dog. 4 war trireme resources. Good start. 1. Give me another one. Give me another one. Come on, Dano. Yeah! 3 relief resources. And we fight the Pursuer right now. That's actually wonderfully timed, Deno. I'm very thrilled with that. Let's go over and mark the map. 25, 26. And the pursuer is removed. Great. So we just need to find a few more glory progress, and then I think this Laconius is just down, is literally just down below us. Maybe we'll just go down actually. We'll just go fight with a weak force, see what happens when we do that. I doubt it's going to go well for us, but we'll try. We'll try nonetheless. Okay. Timeline, combats, Argo, excellent. All right, so we're going to fight the pursuer. Now, the real question is, do I risk my best Titans? I can probably, the only one I really don't want to lose is the Sky Seer or the Earthshaker. I really don't want to lose, but I think we try taking our best into this one and see if we can clean out the wounds as quick as we can. Great, so I'm going to do this and clear all these ones off because we've explored all these and we're about to go downwards. So we'll do that. And you're off. And we will bring down this champion. That's right, I'm just remembering the last time I set this guy, I'm like, wow, these are all in order, I must have organised this. And I just remembered last time I fought the guy, he dealt 2 AI cards and we didn't fight him, we didn't do a thing to him. It was very, very annoying. It's not a Menestus routine, it is a normal routine. His signature and the flare deck. We've got Black Breath, so we're -1 Ambrosia. All right, I just finished setting up and we are good to go with our fight. We just need to place our Titans. So we are going to go with our best Titans and hope that we can survive. All of them should be relatively capable of tanking here. I'll just make sure I've placed them in the right spot. I have. We do have to have Olympia as our primary target with the logic breaker priority target, and that's probably okay because she's the only one I'm really not really worried if she dies. So top down, yeah, we've got Olympia with the logic breaker, Sky Seer, Earthshaker, and Herodotus the Spartan Monsterneer. And the primordial is set up with that. Looks like I need to tweak that a little bit. All right, good. Cool. So we're all good to go, actually. Everyone's their equipment all set out and stuff, so let's do it. Just a reminder, we do need to mark the track and we do need to shuffle the other decks. So we'll just go over here. This is the second time we've fought the Pursuer. Only the second. That's quite crazy when you think about it, really. Because we're on day 36 or something. I'll just shuffle these decks so you can see. And this will determine the primordial's facing. It's facing up. That's right, we also need to select our Argo abilities. we got the cannon. We'll take the one that prevents us from gaining ambrosia, or lowering ambrosia gain. We definitely don't need any assistance with rage. Shouldn't need to unexhaust anything. Knockdown Titans, not bad. Break and token ambrosia tokens. Yep, I like that. All right. Man, I hope we do better than we did last time against this champion. So let's review the requirements for the scenario. I think we need to do 5 wounds to him to win. No, we need to do 6. So we need to do 6 wounds, and we lose if 2 Titans die. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Yeah, because this is blue, that's not going to work, so I'll just leave it over here. Pincer Slash. The closest Titan in front in range. So that will be the priority target. Yep, Logic Breaker, great. Each hit deals 2 danger, gain 1 ambrosia token, does knockdown, knockback 7 to the right. So we will go 1, 2, 3 and turn like so. Fine. So there's onto here. 4 dice because we still have toying in effect. And each hit deals 1 danger. Gain 1 ambrosia token. A crit evade to start us off is quite tidy. And crit evade lets us immediately perform pushback too. Well, that's fun. I don't want to, but that's fun. We have no other benefits. Great. Okay, so we're going to take 2 danger, which potentially goes down to 0 after our labyrinth armor. We actually don't want that to happen because of Killjoy. Wonder if I have to reduce all. That one missed anyway. 1 danger. Minor trauma. Glimpse weak spot. Look at the top of the BP deck. You may put it on the discard pile. Instinct, wiry leg. I reckon we will give that one a miss actually. Oh, knockback 7 knockdown. If we do something that's not adjacent, it's only a 4. We'll keep that on top because we've got a reach weapon. Which is the Horizon's Edge. But that's being wielded by the Logic Breaker. No, we'll put that down, I think. Was there a... Yeah. Yeah, that'll go to the bottom. So we took 1. We gain an ambrosia token. Logic Breaker gets to roll anytime there is an ambrosia token gain on an 8+. She does not gain it. Go! Go, Olympia! Go! And then each hit deals... and then we can... Oh yeah, if our fate is 3 or higher, we have knockdown and knockback 7 to the right. It is! We could avoid that if we wanted. We will spend a fate over here, to use our Pursuer Imperative to move to 1, 2, into position because I've just realised that last game I played incorrectly because toying also disables End of Hope. And because of that, I'm also going to put this on top again because I don't have to worry about that. So that will be the end of the Titan, of the primordial turn. Great turn of events. You'll love to see it. Let's make some pain. We will start with Olympia. She will use the Arrow Barrage to put 2 opening tokens in the pool. She's going to then swing with her Horizon's Edge weapon. And as you can see, this hits on a 2+. The Pursuer is hit on an 8 normally. That goes down to 7/6 because of the break tokens, 5/4 because of this. She'll make an attack. We gain a rage. It's a lot of rage actually. During voluntary movement, yep. And oh, so good. Loving this situation right now. Oh my goodness. We just got a crit on the Hermesian Pursuer. And we get a bonus attack. Oh, you love to see ignoring the instinct. It's AT4. She is rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a black. There are no break tokens in the pool, but the Logic Breaker adds a break token thanks to Auto Break 1. And oh boy, do we have some options available to us now. Let's see what we roll, shall we? Wow. We literally just got there, but we have a power reroll, which we'll definitely take. So we got 2 power rerolls actually. Yeah. So the reason that was important is we now triggered Overbreak, which is good. All right, we did a wound. We triggered a bonus attack. And we gained the priority target token, which we already had. We had a crit chance, so we start with break 2. We have opening 2 from the sword. We have 1, 2, 3 overbreaks. And we're about to make another attack, which is wonderful. I'm running out of break tokens. We have no elation. We'll use an opening token for that one. Wow, good stuff. Just an outstanding turn of events right there, because we now have 5 break tokens and 3 opening tokens in the pool. And we're about to make a bonus attack. So we're going to have 6 break tokens in there. One wound of 6 down. Let's go again with our bonus attack. So I learned something yesterday from the forums. Wonderful work, whoever is doing the forum posts, but I've been playing bonus attacks wrong the whole time. I misread the ruling for what it does. You get to ignore attack responses, not all responses. So yeah, suboptimal, but one thing I probably should have said at the very start of this playthrough is there's just so many rules. You can't, as a solo player especially, be expected to remember everything or retroactively go back and punish yourself when you get things wrong. You just got to do your best, play your best as you can, and hopefully get as much right as possible. So we're going to go again. This time I think we're hitting on 3s now with this Horizon's Edge again. So 3 and a 5, great. And we will get the large Mothwing, We are not adjacent, so we're going to ignore that knockdown, knockback anyway. And we need a 4. I feel like we should comfortably get a 4. Given that we are rolling 1, 2, 3, 4 reds and a black. We're now rage 7. Rage! We do so. We shall put into the pool exactly the same again. And this time we'll have, yeah. Glorious. The large Mothwing is also defeated. 2 wounds down. Okay, so now we need to think carefully about what weapons we go for. So, we've used Olympia with the Horizon's Edge, an outstanding turn of events. She hasn't done her movement yet, so we could potentially... Yeah, we'll unexhaust the Pursuer Imperative. So she's done. Now, who is our next highest rage? So we have rage 2 on everyone. Telebarcus gets to treat his rage as 1 higher for the purposes of this. I think while we've got a number of break tokens in the pool, let's go with the Earthshaker, who has the least accuracy. And is wielding our new weapon, the Immeasurable Weight. It's actually if we can get in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't get in range. No! Maybe I should have done pushback 1 actually. Oh well, didn't do it. I have the Iapetus Lifesaver, so I can actually use the Advanced Reflex to move 1, 2, and we'll pick ourselves up a blind spot while we're at it. Good, I love this. I love this turn of events, so let's go. Immeasurable Weight. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the rear of the blind spot of the Primordial. So the Earthshaker and Penelope gain a rage. 3 attack dice. It's plus 0. However, we get to roll +1, +2, +3, +4. So we're looking for 4s. Do we have any benefits for danger or rage over 7? No. 1, 2, 3. What is happening with this? Our first weapon with his attack of the Immeasurable Weight. Crit miss, gain 1, 2 danger. We didn't crit miss. I think we're going to reroll all 3 of those because I want to capitalise on as many wounds as we can right now. On a 4. Two hits. Okay, Earthshaker, Rage 3, gets to roll 1 red, 2 black. We have 5 break tokens. And it's a 4. If we wound, it's going to perform the signature against the attacker. It's not a critical. That's a shame. We have a power reroll available. So currently we are doing 3. Do we have 2 power rerolls we want to use? That's a pretty ordinary roll actually for our great weapon. Knockback 2, cumbersome. Yeah, we'll reroll. This one is our best bet, maybe. We fail. Knockdown. Ah well, could have been worse. Could have had a signature performed against us. Our Immeasurable Weight proved to be not so immeasurable. Let's bring in a known quantity. What do we get out of that? Sorry, we get break 2, 1, 2. And we get break and opening from the level 2. And then we also get, oh, we had a second power reroll because we're at rage 3. We better do that as well, I guess. Okay, we get it done. Yeah, that's fine. The Pistol now turns around and does a signature on us. Cumbersome, reduce knockbacks, pushback and kickbacks by 2. And that is exhausted. Yep, good. So signature, the old pincer strike. 3 on a 10 on the Earthbreaker. We dodged none. Each hit deals 1 danger, so we have 1 block here. So we block 1, so we're taking 2 danger, 1, 2. The Earthshaker is going to draw a major trauma. Marked for death, gain the priority target token. Fine. You cannot lose it. We wound that. We put this in here. And then at the end of the signature, if you are Fate 3 or higher, which we are, does knockdown and knockback 7 to the right. So the knockdown is okay. Knockback 7 to the right, we can reduce thanks to the immeasurable weight. You may reduce knockbacks, pushbacks and kickbacks by 2. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and avoid the gain of ambrosia by being knocked into the pool. So that's wonderful. And we're knocked down. At this point, I will use teleresuscitation to stand him up with knockdown so that we are not left out of position. Next turn. Good. All right, that's 2 Titans down, 3 wounds down of our 6 that we require. Puzzle Axe champion, most accurate guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes straight into the back. Swings his Puzzle Axe. We are deadly. We are roused. We are making an attack. With the Puzzle Axe. So the Puzzle Axe is hitting on +1, +2, +3, +4. So we're looking for a 4. We can re-roll 1s. We roll a 4, so we hit. The location that we hit is the arm pincer. If we wound, performs a signature against the attacker. Ooh, I really should have decided if I wanted to re-roll and try and get the crit because I crit on a 9. Would I have got it? No. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on number 4 on the chart because of roused. Yep. So we need a 5 and we have 1 power reroll available. We've managed to land a 4. We have 2 power rerolls actually, because no, we have 1 power reroll. The axe doesn't have a power reroll. Our danger is effectively 4, which does, oh yeah, nice. We'll use a power reroll on this one, see if we can just jank not a blank. We get there because the axe has auto break 1, so that is 5 in total. The arm pincer has been destroyed. Would have liked the nail spear. Performing signature against the attacker. I'll just build the pool. Oh, actually, you do that next, because in case I die, but I feel like we're probably unlikely to die here. Pincer, 3 dice. Evading on a 10. No evades, so we're taking 3 danger. 1, 2, 3. We can block that. So only take 2, so we're danger 4. We do a trauma draw, it's a major trauma. We draw Dolos Cunning. Place up to 3 opening and or break tokens in the Kratos pool. I think we'll go open, open, open. Thank you very much. I will check that in a second, but that feels like the right play. And each hit, and then if our fate is 3 or higher, it's knocked down and knocked back 7 to the right. However, we will spend a fate to use our Pursuer Imperative. Oh no, we don't have that. No. Yeah, well actually the Logic Breaker will use it because we unexhausted it before to move back 1, 2. We're actually going to go into the Ambrosia pool and gain a token. We can avoid that on an 8. We need to avoid it. Does it say May? Nope. Does not. Knock down and knock back 7 to the right. However, because of the Labyrinth Armor, we only knock back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And knock down. Someone has something that allows me to ignore a knockdown. Wonderful. So now we'll build the Kratos pool. It's 1, 2, 3 opening tokens from the Dolos Cunning. We're at effectively level 4. So we'll go 1 opening. We did use a reroll, so we'll then go 2 breaks, plus the axe itself has another opening token. So we'll actually just do that and that. Then I will attempt a carving roll. We failed the carving roll, and he's now facing this way, which conveniently opens up our Skyseer into the rear. The Skyseer will make a swing with the Great Breaker. It's at -1. However, she's in the rear, so it's at 0, and there's 4 tokens in the pool, so she's at 4. Penelope. No, not Penelope, I should say. That is Fisher. Fisher. Has not spent everything yet. Oh, it's cocked. Come on, Deno. Oh, you ripper. This is one of our best weapons for this. It's only a 6. Pursuer gains a negative precision token. How good would that be? Gain the priority target token. But if we wound this, it doesn't matter. If we fail, we're going to Killjoy off one of our stupid little items that we brought just in case. 1 black, 3 reds. We have an auto break from the Skyseer, and we have a power reroll. We can daze him. Our danger is not 7. We have 3. Yep, we only have 1 power reroll. Come on, Deno. Come on, mate. What do we need? 6. Come on, son. We've done it already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We critical him. He suffers a -1 precision token. Man, again, no weapon thing. Give me a weapon, you dog. Give me something to attack you with, you chump. Oh, janks the 1 on top. I wouldn't mind a 3 on top here, actually. See if we can hit one of his big cards. No, a 1. That'll be enough. All right, we just got to survive this 1 turn. He's got a -1 precision token, which means whatever we flip, it's easier for us to dodge. That is not cumbersome. So that's it. // target, priority target in sight and in range. The Earthshaker is the priority target. The Earthshaker is in range. So the Earthshaker is going to be the target thanks to Marked for Death because he has unlimited movement. So he flies like that. And it's 3 dice on an 8. We've blocked none. 2 or more hits deals 5 danger and 2 ambrosia tokens. So we will take 2 ambrosia tokens. And then we will have 5 danger. This is on Penelope. We will use Rock's Reinforce to roll 2 black dice. And we will block 2 of that 5, which takes us to 7. That's a shame. Oh no, 5 goes down to 4. 3, 2. We're on a 6. Major trauma. Gain 2 rage and 1 fate. Wowza. Knockdown and knockback 7 to the right. So we can spend 2 fate to rock steady and ignore the knockdown. I don't think we will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can reduce it by 2. 1, 2. Maybe that does change our choice. Yeah, we're going to spend 2 fate to not be knocked down with rock steady. And then we have to roll to see if we gain an ambrosia from this. Oh no, we've got Ambrose Stilt, so we ignore the ambrosia gain from those tiles. That's it. That's the end of his turn. We just need to do 1 more wound. There is 1, 2 opening tokens. There's not a lot of tokens in the pool, so we'll definitely go with someone who's got auto break, which will be the logic breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Logic breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't bothered trying to prime the cannon. What's on top of level 1? We should shoot this in. Horizon's Edge. Having a swing. 7, 7. It's +2. That's 2 hits. If you don't mind, we'll flip that over. It's the small Mothwing. We need a 4. We should get there comfortably given that we're at rage 8. 1 black, 1, 2, 3, red. 1, 2, 3, 4 red, 1 black. We get there, we do our 6th wound, and we take the Hermesian Pursuer for a ride. Knockdown and knockback 7 does not trigger. Now, the question is, what do we do now? It's if you wound it, yeah, if you decide to continue the battle, you can now only win if the Pursuer is slain. So we will stop there. Rewards. Add a Dreams of Pharos event to the timeline 2 days from now. Lose 2 Argo Fate and reset Triskelions, which is good because we had plenty of stuff happening over there. Boom, and good. And then gain resources. We actually did fine on the resources, so we'll just go over to the cargo. A grotesque beak. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grotesque beaks. And 4 powdered matter. Good. That was outstanding. What a wonderful turn of events. So that was our timeline battle. Sorry, that was our adversary battle in the exploration step. So we now move on to the expedition step, which there's none. We now move on to the encounter step, and since we are on the timeline with the combat encounter, we dive straight into another fight. It's glorious. I thought everyone performed well in that fight. Glad to have the Earthshaker back. We are facing off against a level 3 someone. And I think based on the fact that we already have the technology for the level 3 Chimera in our projects, which is this one, we will go with the Chimera Metastasis Autopsy. Did I just shuffle a minor trauma into there? No. Trauma deck shuffled. Yeah, so even though the Chimera is a risk at level 3 with its potential black breath death situation, I still feel like that is the better of the two options. We'll just look at what other Argo abilities we have. Gain and lose danger, unexhaust gear cards. Yeah, we will gain rage, I think. We're going into this one with no rage. Map, are we up to date on the map? We are, 26, perfect. About to head downwards. Cool. Cool. You're no longer roused. You're no longer knocked down. And you have no ambrosia tokens. It's our first level 3. I'm not going to lie, I'm excited. It's our first level 3 fight. Let's go over to the evolution track and mark our level 3. All right, spent a little bit of time doing the setup of this battle. We have a few additional terrain pieces and a few additional rules to go through for the level 3 Chimera. Our story hub that we did was intended purpose, and so we have some Cyclops traps on the board, which would be good. But we do have the chasm to contend with, so fortunately we have answers for the chasm on everyone except for Herodotus, or sorry, the Earthshaker. Everyone else should be relatively okay. Fingers crossed. We do not want to get pushed back. So we'll just go over the primordial sheet. A couple of changes. Still movement 5, but it's now hit on a 7+. Has 16 health. And we have a new rule called digestive acids, which is at the end of each primordial round, we gain as many danger as we have ambrosia tokens. So we really want to try and minimize ambrosia as much as humanly possible. We also have 2 new icons for the level 3. The first is an escalation, so we immediately start the fight by doing an escalate. And at the end of the fight, if we are successful, we will gain 3 additional violent ambrosia. But that's it. We'll get straight into it, I think. Let's go over to the mat. We will determine the facing direction, and it is to the left, to the left. I use the green snakes to determine the facing direction, in case you're wondering. Okay, the AI card is Statue Swing. I'm going to turn my face off. Statue Swing. Titan on vantage point, no. Closest Titan in front is our wonderful Skyseer. That's unfortunate. It's 3 on an 8. Now we're still only rolling the same number of dice, which is the same. Still dodging on the same, evading on the same number, but the total damage dealt is total danger dealt is increased by 1. It does not do 1 danger per hit. All right, so we are going to move over here. So we're going to push back and attack. We get to choose the direction of the first movement. So we're going to move 1. Then we're going to move 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's not pushed into a chasm. Nothing of the sort like that happens. And then at the end of its movement, it places this ambrosia trail. We're having a wonderful start already. Now, do I want to use any movements? So the logic breaker is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but is wielding the horizon's edge, so is fine. 5 for the Earthbreaker. The Earthbreaker cannot get there, so the Earthbreaker is going to use the Iapetus Earthshaker, Iapetus Lifesaver on Penelope to do a reflex move of 1, 2. We have Ambrose Stilt, so we can ignore the ambrosia gain from terrain tiles, which is good. And obviously Herodotus is in an okay position, but it's going to also potentially take some ambrosia, which is not as good. Oh, maybe the Earthshaker can use the immeasurable weight knockback, because we can ignore the immovable, ignore the lumbering trait. We can actually knock this guy back now with the Earthshaker from immeasurable weight. That's interesting, actually. Knockback 2. Cool. So that's the advance, the pushback done. She doesn't have anything that stops the pushback, does she? No. No. She's not level 2. No. Oh, she is level 2. Fantastic. Gain a rage. Fantastic. So, 3 dice, dodging on an 8. And we have our Great Breaker that we will use to defend. We dodge 1. So each hit deals 2. So that is a total of 4. And then we are down to 5, up to 5 because of the additional danger. So it's 5 danger coming in, and we will use our Great Breaker and the Trireme Breastplate to take that 5 and turn it into a 2. And that will be a minor trauma draw, which is Glimpse Weak Spot. Look at the top card. Nice. Fail, gain 2 Ambrosia tokens. Yep, I like that being on top. That's a good one. Because we're unlikely to fail that. There is no 6 Fate, so we are not doing an after attack. So that's it. It's the end of that AI card. We can move on to the Titan turn. All right, who do we want to start with? I think the person I want to start with is the Earthshaker because of Cumbersome exhausting the weapon anyway. And maybe we can push back this guy, which will actually be really helpful. So we'll do the Earthshaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. Oh, is that a bad spot to stand? It is. We'll go here. Just in case we get knocked back from something at this point in time. Done. The Earthshaker is going to make an attack with Penelope. Now, do we want to increase the rage with the Force Kratos reaction? Yes. So we used Force Kratos reaction, and we will put 2 opening tokens in the pool. So we're now going to roll 3 dice. We're hitting on 7, which goes down to 5. Come on, Joe. Oh no, crit miss. Gain 2 danger. One of the interesting rules is if you ever roll the crit miss, even if you re-roll it with Fate, doesn't matter. We will re-roll it with Fate though. And see if we can get one more hit. Yep. 5's a hit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So we're 2 blacks plus the red, and we have a power re-roll up our sleeve. We know it is this shapeless mass. There is no impact yet on what weapon we're using. So we just need a 3. We get a 3. So the immeasurable weight is exhausted, which it's exhausted anyway because it's cumbersome. We can do knockback 2, so we're going to knock back this guy 2. 1, 2. Now, it means our logic breaker is potentially out of range now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely out of range. I could go only 1 knockback. Does that help? Yeah, I think I want the Earthbreaker to attack anyway. That's an interesting issue. I'm just really, really concerned about Ambrosia because we've got an Ambrosia limit of 2 on 2 of our Titans, 3 of our Titans. 3 of our Titans, Ambrosia limit 2. The logic breaker is the one who doesn't need to worry about Ambrosia tokens, so we're not going to break. We're not going to knock back. We're going to stay there. It'll be Herodotus that doesn't attack. All right, we also have break 2. We are also a break and an opening from the Earthshaker's level 2. And that's it. That weapon is exhausted. That's the Earthshaker done. Next we'll do the logic breaker. No. Because I need to do this over here, don't I? Yes. So let's wait and see what card is on top. And we'll decide who we go with now. It's a 1. A level 1, anyone can get that done. So do we use Herodotus? One, two, three, 4, 5, or we just risk it a 6+. I'm going to risk a 6+, friends. This could be a mistake. Telebacus. We got a 6+ with a reroll. He's going to move. 1, 2, 3. Over an Ambrosia Trail. An Ambrosia Pool. If a Titan moves through this tile but does not end its movement on it, roll the dice on a 6+, he gains it. It's a 3. Good plans, Deno. Puzzle Axe. Punching in the face. Plenty of options here. A 3 I think is actually enough. +1, +2, +3. Doesn't have a blind spot. No. Is a 3 enough? +1 from that. +2, +3. It is not. So we will re-roll that with a Fate. An 8. An 8 is a hit. We hit the Goat Head. Oh, the Gelatinous is what we are. This is actually 6. I've made a terrible mistake. I forgot to look at Gelatinous. It is what it is. Goat Head. Your weapon has the axe trait, immediately pays a break token. We have 5 break tokens in there. We need to hit a 6. We're only rolling 4 though. Unlikely. Oh, I forgot to use the cannon. I'll do that now. Oh, we got it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Awesome. Wound. Gain the Bellerophonic condition card. Done. Well done, Telebacus. Create a vantage point. Vantage point created. Goat Head. Done. We'll add another level 2 to this stack, and then we'll worry about our pool. Compared to how we started the campaign, friends, these fights are feeling a little bit more manageable now, but it's still very easy to lose a Titan. So we've done that. That was a Gelatinous also, so we stay at Gelatinous, and if we attack with a weapon other than a club, cester, slab, sword or shield, we are about to attack with the Skyseer's Great Breaker, which is a shield, which means our next weapon will be no bonus. So what do we add to the pool? Well, we have an opening 1 from the axe, and we have a break from there. Actually, we'll make it an opening. I'm also going to roll my carving roll, which I always forget to do. We don't carve any resources. Done that, done that. Skyseer. She is going to attempt to climb. No, she's just going to straight do it because she's a champion. Using a Fate to climb up on top of the vantage point where she stands. And she will attempt to swing onto the Chimera with the Great Breaker. So this is -1, so we actually go to 8. 2 opening tokens in the pool takes us to a 6. So we really want to get a 6 here. Let's see if we can get a 6. We've got to re-roll up our sleeve. We get an 8, so we don't need to use the re-roll. Let's see the AI card, and it is the Lesser Temple. Cool, so we'll create a vantage point with this attack. Assuming we get the wound done, it's 1 red, 1 black and 3 reds. We have no break tokens, but we get an auto break from the Skyseer. And she will attack with her weapon needing a 5. We have a power reroll available if we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the auto break. The Great Breaker does a great job. And that is it. So we create another vantage point. We are on the vantage point now, so we do actually gain an additional secondary wound in the wound stack. That was a super solid weapon, or super solid location, so we move that to super solid. That's another level 1, so we're going to put in another level 2. What do we need to attack super solids with? Club, Cester, Slab, sort of shield. No, beautiful. It's one of my only, I guess, criticisms or frustrations with this game is there's just a lot of shuffling. You have to shuffle a lot. Level 2 on top. Logic Breaker is our last activation. We have a vantage point created, but Olympia cannot reach the vantage point. So she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And then she's going to have a swing with her Horizon's Edge. I do need to build a Kratos pool. The only things we add in there from Skyseer is a opening token. That's a shame. Lucky we got an auto break. 1 rage for Olympia for making an attack. And she will swing with the Horizon's Edge, which is on a +2, +3, so she needs 4s. It's a 5 and a 10, so we successfully hit twice. We whip over and get, oh no, the Ruined Peristastasis. We have an auto break 1. We have 1, 2, 3 reds and a black, and we need a 7. This is going to be a challenge. What's a fail? Oh no, we're going to lose an evasion token. We have a power reroll and an overbreak on 1 on our Kratos table. Seems unlikely. Oh my goodness, we did it. 7. Huh, that's awesome. Create another vantage point. All right. We do have 1 critical mass token on the Chimera. And that is, I believe, everything we need to do for our turn. We'll just put a level 3 in here. And that location was corrosive. That's the end of our turn. So we will have the Primordial's turn now. And we will flip Temple Fall. Target Titan on vantage point. No, leave the Skyseer alone. pushback and attack. So in this instance, the primordial will move straight forward. So there is Herodotus standing there with his labyrinth armor, so he's going to reduce the pushback by 1. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And that's the end of the pushback. And then we're rolling on the Sky Seer, which is Fisher, is going to roll 4 dice on a 7. Oh, we do need to put one of these here. So 4 and a 7. Build the pool. I didn't build the pool. 2 openings. And no overbreak. Great. 7s. That's cocked. We've blocked 1. Blocked 1. So that's 3. Each hit deals 2 danger. So that's 6. Goes to 7. But we can now roll our defense dice. So 7 takes it down to 6. We immediately go to 8 danger. Wow. Don't love that. After attack, if fate is 6 or higher, perform signature. It is not. And we're on a vantage point. We would displace onto any rear space, but we can spend a fate to just saw down. Oh no, we can't. When you fail the hold on test, immediately move 2 spaces instead of suffering the falling down effect. So we can't use that because we didn't fail our hold on test. Displace on any rear space. And knockdown. Shame. If only we had a card that would allow us to stand up from that. Grave trauma. Fate worse than death. No! Gain this card and the priority target. If you have that, you have it forever. Forever, I say. All right. We need to think really carefully now because we can probably just... We've done 5 wounds. So we need to do 16s. We need to do 11 more. I don't want to trigger a critical mass unless I have to. But let's look at the pool. Yeah, okay. So we're going to start with Telebarcus. We're going to give him a rage from our Argo ability. We are going to try and prime the cannon with a vantage point thing. We fail. So we have Bellerophonic on Herodotus, who is standing in front. So we will attempt to climb up using his Fury. There is 1 generic token on there already, so that climb test is a 5+ for Telebarcus to get up on top. Go Telebarcus! He gets up on top of the primordial. Raw. He'll swing with his puzzle axe. There is auto break 2 on this weapon, and there is an AI 2 on top. Yeah, we'll be fine. Puzzle axe. It's never failed us before. It did fail us this time because it failed to hit. 1, 2. We'll re-roll. 3 +1 precision. +1 for each adjacent Titan. Technically the Sky Seer is adjacent, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we did hit. 3 did hit. Cool. Because we had 2 tokens in the pool. Auto break 2. Snakehead, and it's corrosive. After you resolve a successful hit, if your weapon is not stone relief, yep, our weapon is stone. Outstanding. Oh, we're going to gain Bellerophonic if we do a wound here. We just need to do 4. Oh. Come on, Herodotus. 2 break tokens. Come on, champion. He's done it. He's done it! Bellerophonic! Okay, so we create a generic token. We put another wound. And that location is super solid. And we will do an additional single wound. And now, that was a level 2, so we go to level 3. We get to make a bonus attack because we just gained Bellerophonic again. What about this gloriousness? And now it's super solid. Awesome, we're doing an axe, that's perfect. 2, 3. We are going to draw and resolve the top AI card if we do another wound with the secondary stack. But we will. We'll gain a fate. We'll make an attack. We'll build the pool first. So we have 3. We get an opening from that. Oh, let's see if we got our carving. We didn't. Opening 1, and then he's 3, so we'll put 3 break tokens. No, we'll put 2 breaks and an opening in the pool. That's it. We now make a bonus attack, so we spend a fate, we gain a rage. We are now rage 4. We will make an attack with the puzzle axe. Again. Oh, I love it. Go puzzle axe! A 2. We will spend a fate to re-roll that. It's a shame that couldn't be a 1 because we get to re-roll it for free because it's a masterwork puzzle axe. 7 is a hit. Oh, we'd have to discard our weapon if it was not stone. But it is stone. It's not a crit. We have auto break 2. 4 reds, and we need to get a 6 because we're currently on super solid. If attack with club, cestus, or shield, it has +1. Nope. So we need 6 with 4 reds and up to 2 power rerolls if we want to use them. Come on, Herodotus. We will use 2 power rerolls. That's 7. That's it. Another AI 3 card going in. Yucky. Oh no, oh no, oh no, Dano, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, it's the fucking death card on top. It's the death card. That location was corrosive. We add an additional single wound. We have now done 3 single wounds, so we take that off and we immediately do the top AI card. Oh, that's so annoying. Snake's Kiss. Range attack. Titan on vantage point. It is Herodotus. Push back and range attack 3. So we push back, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've just walked over the trap. So that will trigger the Cyclops trap. Roll a d10. It's a 6. Look at the top BP card. Nice to know. Cult statue, good. If we critical that, we'll get remembrance. Good. Okay, so then it's a range attack. I'll bring this over here. Push back and range attack 3. Gain a number of ambrosia tokens equal to the Chimera's level. If hit, raise 8, 9. Oh no. Well, I think we basically just die from ambrosia here, don't we? On Herodotus. Because it's 3 ambrosia tokens and he has got black breath, doesn't he? Yup. I know we can lower it to 1. Yeah. Okay. 2 out of 10. I mean, we could block both. That could also work. 2 out of 10. Block both. Oh, crit evade. You may immediately perform pushback too. Sure. 1, 2. I get an automatic reroll on that 1. If I jank a 10 here, that is going to be really awesome. Come on, Deno. No. But I can spend 1 fate to block that, and it can do no damage whatsoever. Because we've blocked all hits, gain a number of ambrosia tokens. Yep, we ignore all that. And then there is no after attack effect because we're that. Oh, we dodged a bullet there. So we rebuild the pool now. We have opening 1. We have 2 breaks. We'll put another opening in there. Outstanding. He'll sacrifice his movement to unexhaust that shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds down. And there is a cult statue on top. Who is our most likely to get a critical right now? I really want a critical something. Logic Breaker, Skyseer. Let's get the Skyseer up in there. So she will we'll use someone waiting to stand up from knockdown, which is just glorious, by the way. And then we will spend a fate to ignore terrain tiles from fly. And then she will move to here and she will attempt to climb up onto the thing. She is Fury 0, so we'll see what she rolls. 7 is actually enough because there's 2 tokens on the thing, so she successfully climbs up. Whee! Over here. She is on there. And she will make an attack with the Great Breaker. Oh, hang on, what's super solid? Attack with a club or shield, it has +1, so we're looking for 8. Is that the right play? I've done it now. Probably not the right play, actually. Because that will take it to super solid. Oh no, we're on corrosive right now. Oh, that's good. Yep, that is fine because it's a stone shield. Perfect. The Great Breaker coming in and swing hot and heavy. Try and punch that cold statue with the Great Breaker. On top of it, it's 2 tokens in the pool. It's a 9. Oh, why didn't I use something with deadly? It's not got deadly, has it? No. No crit, but it's a hit. That's important. We know it's the cult statue. We know that she is rolling a black and 3 reds. We have gained her rage. She has an auto break, so with 3 break tokens in the pool, meaning a 7. Six with a reroll. That's it, that's 8. So we get 2 black tokens I know we get 2 opening tokens and a black token, which is pretty good. That's a 2. Another single wound. And that is a super solid. So we'll move over to super solid. Another single wound. Put a level 3 in if you don't mind. I wouldn't mind actually a level 3 on top. Good. We have to take this level 2. Put in a level 3. Okay, wound count again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 2 titans already on top of the primordial, so we can't get any more single wounds. So we might try and trigger a bonus attack here. The logic breaker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can spend a fate to ignore an obstacle or chasm terrain tile. Actually, that's not an obstacle or chasm. Nope, so we can't get any trickery there. We just have to potentially roll a 6+ for an ambrosia token. Do we need to do that? Can we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We absolutely can, because we have the reach Horizon's Edge. Horizon's Edge coming in. Swing Olympia, swing for the fences. We'll put a break token in the Kratos pool using our arrow barrage. This is all level 3, so we want to try and hit this. Come on, crit. 5 and a 4, +2, +2, that's 2 hits. The Defiled Naus. Oh my god, if we criticaled that, we would have awakened. I love criticals. I love awakens. 2 reds, plus a red, plus a black. Looking for 9. This is actually going to be a challenge. We get an auto break from being a logic breaker. All right, good luck. Need to roll well. Get a 9. Okay, so we have a power reroll, which we can use on that one, and we will use this one with the black. So the black reroll, awful, and don't think we can make it now. That's 7 total. 7 max. Oh, if that black reroll was better. Gained 3 fate. Ah well, you did your best. Logic breaker. Didn't overbreak, so we'll just put literally a single opening token in there. That's an unfortunate turn of events. Last to activate is the Earthshaker. We will unexhaust the immeasurable weight using a Night to Remember. We will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we can ignore terrain tiles because we're wearing Ambrose stilts. And we will attack with the immeasurable weight. See if we can hit a couple of times. There's actually 2 more opening tokens in the pool because of the Horizon's Edge. Another crit evade, another crit miss. What do we get out of that? 2 danger? Yeah. But the other 2 have hit. I don't think we need to re-roll it. 1 rage, 2 attack. When you deal a wound, yep, so we're still in super solid. Attack with a club, Cestus, slab sword, has +1. That is a slab sword, so this is a 5. Oh, this could be another mistake from the big dog. Need a 5. No auto break, no, nothing. 2 power rerolls though. Good luck. Never in doubt. Wound, create a vantage point. Another vantage point. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need to do 4 more wounds to kill it, but we have completed our attacks for the turn. The immeasurable weight once again goes cumbersome and exhausts. We will gain 2 break tokens, a break and an opening. And I'm not sure what that one is. I think that's motivate maybe? Provoke, gain the priority target. No, we don't want to provoke because we can't. Yep. All right, we need to put in a level 2 AI card into here. Oh, another 1 on top. 1, 2. It's our primordial turn. Putrefaction. Closest Titan in front. There is not one. Closest Titan not in rear in range is the Logic Breaker, I believe. So, Olympia, push back and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can reduce knockbacks by 1 from the Labyrinth Armor. And then doing an attack, Fate 4+, yes. So we're rolling 6 dice on a 7. Don't love that. 6 dice on a 7. 1, 2, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. Gain 1 ambrosia token per hit. It's 2 ambrosia tokens. We can block those on an 8. So 2 ambrosia tokens. We're actually going to take those because I can spend them when I attack, which is good. And she's got ambrosia limit 3, so she should be okay. And then each hit deals 1 danger, so it's 3 danger total because of the bonus danger from being a level 3. We are wearing Labyrinth Armor, so that 3 goes down to a 1. Oh no, we have to draw an obel. Awful. 1 obel coming up. Man, if I lose my Logic Breaker because I just have to draw an obel on danger 1, I'm going to be devastated. Devastated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, Dano. Oh no. Oh no. I need to awaken. I need to awaken. What a 10. You dickhead, Logic Breaker. You dickhead. Why did you have to go and do a 1? Oh. Damn. That's so annoying. So annoying. You're dead. Oh well, it's the end of the primordial turn. We have to do hold on checks. Herodotus rolls a 1. Of course he does. He falls down. And the Skyseer succeeds on a 10. Alrighty, we have 4 wounds remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 12. 4 wounds remaining. And we have a knocked down Herodotus sitting back there. We need to climb up All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sacrifice movement on the Skyseer, who is currently up on top on the vantage point. That will allow her to unexhaust that weapon. She will then use someone waiting. Because she has danger 3 or higher on Fisher, she can, and she's at level 2, she can exhaust to stand another Titan up. And she will stand up Herodotus, who is in the back over there. She will then make an attack with her. I think I'm actually going to use the Xiphos. So she's going to make an attack with the Temenos Xiphos, which is +2 to hit. So we're going to be hitting on a 4. We have a power reroll. It's a level 1 AI card on top. It is a super solid location. So that is the right call. So yeah, we'll just try and hit with the Xiphos and we'll pick up an auto break. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. We'll spend a fate to re-roll. That's a 5, that's a hit. The hit location is Tidal Mass, Instinct, gain 2 Ambrosia tokens. Well, we'll definitely be lowering that to 1. On a 4. One, 2, 3 reds. Plenty of break tokens, plenty of power re-rolls. Let's go, Fisher. Never in doubt. So we do the wound, we switch over to corrosive, we gain 2 ambrosia tokens, we'll use one of our ambrosia containment abilities to lower that to 1. We gain another secondary wound, and we're going to add the last level 2 to this stack. And we are going to add plenty of tokens to the pool. So we're going to add 2 black tokens because we are at 4 and we didn't need to use a power reroll, and 2 opening tokens. We have a motivate, which we could motivate someone, but we do not need to. This logic break is dead. So we won't motivate. We're just going to, I think the puzzle axe is our best play here. Yeah, so we'll do the puzzle axe. Herodotus, being piloted by Telebarchus, is going to attempt to climb up with a fury check. It is 3, 4, 5. He needs a 2+. It's a 2, it's a 4, so he climbs up onto the vantage point. He started his turn, so he'll have to roll a 6+ to see if he gets an ambrosia token. He does, but hopefully that will be all he has to worry about, as this attack should finish the primordial. Make a rage increase. Can't discard a ambrosia token. We have +1 precision. And we have 0 danger. We roll a 1, but fortunately we are masterwork, so we get to re-roll the 1. I'd just love to, give me a crit or something, you dog. 6 is a hit. Frothing Mass. We're on corrosive, so it's literally just that. If you're adjacent to or on a vantage point, you may be absorbed. The puzzle axe is rolling 3 reds. Herodotus has 1 red, and then we're also at level 5 on the rage table, so we're 5 reds. We have 2 auto breaks from the weapon itself. This would be very unlikely for us to fail it. We could go inside him and try and end the fight inside, which is a little bonus you get for that, but we won't worry. We're just going to go and try and roll 5 and end the fight. Comfortably done. That's a good one. We kicked some goals there. Frothing mass. So I'll just put all of these into their piles. We did not really attack any level 3s, which is a real shame. Well, we attacked one level 3 and then we didn't do anything with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 1s. They are 10 cards. I'll just have a look at this because I think I don't get much benefit from the secondary wound stack. Level 3, 6 secondary wounds, nothing, no bonus. All right, so we start by getting 3 violent ambrosia. 1, 2, 3. And we also get 5 by 3, 15 violent ambrosia from those. And then from this we have 2 chimeric tar, so that'll be 6 chimeric tar. And super solid relief mass we have 9. Lower Argo Fate by 3. And reset all Triskelions. We do not have to suffer a fate worse than death from the grave trauma on the Skyseer, which is a wonderful turn of events. I love the Skyseer. But we did lose our logic breaker. That's a shame. On the timeline, we have a structural research for the day, and we will select Ambrosia Spill maybe. Counterintelligence. No, I don't want to waste that. Mobile Trade, Fleet Dock. Yeah, we'll go Mobile Trade, Fleet Dock, I guess. We add the Smuggler's Exploration card to the Exploration deck. There is the Smuggler's card. We'll add that to the Exploration deck. And that'll just about do us, friends. So, good fight. We're about to go and fight the Nichin in his temple. We've got... Oh, I've got to do an Argo Knowledge too. I missed that. We've got 11 dudes, so let's quickly read that. I think we get another God form at 29. 29. Oh, cool. A Titan's View. We don't have any pauldrons, so we ignore that adventure. As soon as we gain a pauldron, we can read that. Good. That's it, friends. Good session. Really happy with those 2 fights, managing to only lose 1 Titan to our first level 3 fight. Feels really good. We've got plenty of resources now, and in 2 days' time, we will be able to do a technology research and pick up this Chimera Metastasius, which will allow us to make some cool equipment. I particularly like Abramat armor, the ladder buckler, but most importantly, the fire starter. And I think we can do that straight away because we have a single. I think I want to check if I can make a fire starter. I'm going to be jazzed, jazzed as. One Dreamwalker, 1 Chimera Metastasius core. I'm sure we critted. Yeah, we can make a fire starter. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Boo! All right, good one, friends. Catch you all again in the next episode. Big Deno out.